Hey, what's going on, people? It's your boy Brown Baldy here, coming into a reaction of another Death Battle reaction. Actually, this Death Battle is Trunks versus Silver. Basically, Dragon Ball Z versus another Sonic character. I did one very recently. It was between Bowser and Dr. Eggman. If you want to see that, it's in my videos. This is actually a fan request. Mr. Brandon Overstreet, he requested that I do this video. So Mr. Brandon, thank you so much for viewing my video, for being a fan, and this is for you. And just a reminder that if, I have not kept up with the Death Battle series a long time, honestly. And if my eyes did not deceive me, I saw that the video between Trunks versus Silver was made 8 years ago. So it's a pretty old video, but that's how much I have not kept up. So if anybody has any other request, a particular battle you want me to react to, let me know in the comment section. I like doing these things, and how do you call it? They're really fun, and these particular videos seem to get a lot of engagement. So by all means, you have a particular battle you want me to react, just let me know in the comment section, and I'll be happy to do it. Anyways, with that being said, how do you call it? Let me just go to my internet real quick. Here we go. Oh, I'm sorry. Here it is. I was looking at the wrong one. My mistake. There it is. That makes more sense. I am so sorry. How do you call it? Trunks versus Silver, Dragon Ball Heroes versus Archie Sonic. Is that his name? I'm not too familiar with Sonic the Hedgehog. I did make a video. And basically, and for what I see, this is Future Trunks. So basically, I'm going to call it, and I'm going to go with Trunks. However, for what I've seen, I don't know that much. But for the little that I've seen, not to mention the Death Battle review that I did between Eggman and Bowser, the characters from Sonic the Hedgehog are not to be underestimated. They are very powerful. As a matter of fact, if I remember correctly, Sonic himself, even his robot form that was created by Dr. Eggman, they can go Super Saiyan or something similar, so they ain't no joke. That being said, I'm a Dragon Ball Z man, so I'm gonna go with Trunks. Let's see what happens. And what do you call it? My mistake. So this is actually made 2 years ago. All right, and let's do this.
Trunks briefs, time cop of the Dragon Ball Xenoverse.
Why is his hair red?
Hedgehog, secret freedom fighter from Archie Sonic.
While these two temporal warriors may be well known, today we're looking at their counterparts from alternate universes.
He's Wiz and I'm Boomstick.
And it's our job to analyze their weapons, armor, and skills to find out who would win.
You know what? Okay, there is so much I have not kept up. I say that I'm a Dragon Ball Z fan, and at heart I am. But then again, the Dragon Ball Z, that was my generation. And I have not kept up too much with the current stuff. As a matter of fact, I didn't actually get into the whole Dragon Ball Super and what's it called? Dragon Ball Super and everything until like at least 2-3 years after it was concluded. So yeah, I'm very behind. If I remember correctly, there's like a whole other, I think one called Dragon Ball Daima. It's going in different directions. I'm not sure if they're canon or not, or just I need to do my research before I just start, spewing things that I'm not too familiar with. But yeah, for example, Trunks with red hair. I don't know if that's supposed to be some Super Saiyan God type thing, or just his own special form, like Gohan. He got the Beast form. So, and for what I'm understanding, they're pretty much saying that Archie, like Trunks, is a time traveler of sorts. So interesting. All right, not rambling on. Let's get on with it.
Death Battle.
Everyone knows Trunks is the coolest Dragon Ball character. Don't lie.
Yeah,
When he showed up
arguably.
to prove Goku wasn't the only Super Saiyan around, you popped a Shenron in your pants.
After
real.
witnessing his entire world slaughtered by a deadly android duo and using his mother's time machine to hop to the past to make things right, Trunks made his triumphant return to his own time period.
But for this version of Trunks, that's where things start to get a bit different, when he was intercepted by this JoJo posing fairy chick.
The Supreme Kai of Time, Cronoa. She watches over all of time in the Dragon Ball universe, and was forced to arrest Trunks for his alterations to multiple timelines.
Welcome to the world of Disney's Loki. Oh, sorry, Dragon Ball Heroes. An alternate universe. No, Xenoverse, where every Dragon Ball story has its own canon timeline. It's kinda like if some nerd's weird DBZ fanfiction became totally official.
Yes, exactly. Like that's literally my thoughts. The whole Dragon Ball Heroes. Like I said, I recall now what it's called. Now it's called Dragon Ball Daima. I guess that was more canon because we got to see like a new version of the Super Saiyan 4 and Goku. I like the fact that the new Super Saiyan 4 looks, it looks pretty cool. He's got like those big fists and all that stuff. I still like the old Super Saiyan 4 look. I think it looks cooler. The only thing that I like about the new one is that his fur seems to be a little bit more red, while the old one seems to be kind of pinkish. That's like my only gripe. I like the fact that his hair is black and he has like those piercing, what's it called? Hazel eyes, those yellow eyes, piercing with a little bit of eyeshadow, red eyeshadow. It just looks badass, man. It really, really does. Say what you want about GT, but you can't tell me the Super Saiyan 4 from GT was not badass. At least just the visuals. The story, arguably, maybe not that good, but the characters themselves, the way they look, mwah. But that's just my opinion.
And it rocks!
Unlike his more well-known counterpart, this Trunks...
Full name, Trunks Briefs. Yeah, he's the son of Vegeta and Bulma. He's 5'7", 132 pounds, age 30. He's a time patroller, son of Vegeta and Bulma, which I mentioned. The secret identity of Great Saiyaman 3. I'm not too familiar with that one. Inspired by Yu-Gi-Oh card named Tyler. Yeah, I'm not too familiar with Yu-Gi-Oh. Sorry. It just wasn't my thing. Enjoys card games and drinking heat tab.
was made to atone for his crimes against time by joining Kranoa's secret enforcers, the Time Patrol.
Damn.
I'll give you one try to guess what the Time Patrol does. But hey, even if it wasn't on his to-do list for the week, Trunks is the perfect guy to protect the whole multiverse. He has the usual collection of the Saiyans' key powers, but also a magic sword straight from the hero of time. No, not him. Not him. That guy, yeah.
Even with the differing timelines, it's heavily implied this Trunks has lived all the way through some variation of the Goku Black Saga. Therefore, he possesses all powers the original Trunks has, including the ability to assume the golden form of the Super Saiyan.
And gathering ki from other life forms to make this ultra-huge laser sword!
However, he has also performed a divine ritual to unlock godly ki within himself, taking on
Saiyan physique, Kai, and so I was right. The red hair is the God Key. Super. I think it would have been easier to call it God Saiyan, or Saiyan God, and then would have just maybe the blue version, Super Saiyan God. I know they kind of came up with nicknames, but I know the original one, if I remember correctly, was Super Saiyan God, and then when he went blue, basically he actually became a Super Saiyan again while being a Saiyan God. It became Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan. Like, what the But luckily they kind of corrected it, right? It was Super Saiyan God and then just Super Saiyan Blue. But whatever. I think they could have done a little better job on the naming. So, okay, like I was saying, Saiyan Physique, Kai, God Key, Burning Attack, Healing, Buster Cannon, Gallic Gun. Oh, that's Vegeta's Kamehameha Wave version. Because Goku does the old-fashioned Kamehameha, while Vegeta does it more like, it's kind of weird. He kind of like goes like this, and then he kind of like just like unleashes, and he calls it Gallic Gun. Final Flash, that's also Vegeta's Flight, Healing, Heat Dome Attack, Masenko. Oh yeah, that's like I think that's a Piccolo attack. I know Gohan used it. Sword of Hope. What do you call it? Transformations, Super Saiyan God forms. Super Saiyan forms 1, 2, and 3. Super Saiyan third grade. Super Saiyan Rage, and Super Saiyan God. Cool. Super Saiyan Rage. Is that like a kind of like Beast?
on the incredible red visage of a Super Saiyan God.
He looks
God
cool.
Power sure does. Trunks even funded a dual disc
I think I
style
recall.
hero switch so he can use his cards on the go. And you thought Trunks was cool before he went full Seto Kaiba. Hell, he saw.
Arsenal, Brave Sword, Time Travel Armband, Hero Switch, allows entry into Super Dragon Ball Heroes, can summon cards, notable supports, Shield Break, Health Capsule, Damage Boost Unit, Key Sword, Awakened Form powered by Konoha, Toki Toki, and Demigra, purifies dark magic, can heal enemies with a Time Labyrinth, and can nullify an opponent's power. Sounds pretty, sounds like a lot. Almost overpowered in my opinion.
Somehow made the Great Saiyaman look badass. That's how you put polish on disappointment. And I thought that was pretty damn impossible.
All these powers, gadgets, and cards certainly came in handy against foes like Mechikabura. But they weren't always enough.
Oh, nice.
Even Super Saiyan 4 Vegito had trouble fighting the Demon King, who created
Damn.
a black hole to consume every timeline in the multiverse.
Until Trunks broke out the ultimate Deus Ex Machina, the Key Sword. No, not that one. That one, yeah. This epic
Whoa.
blade isn't just a sword. It can completely shut down an opponent's powers. And thanks to being powered by Pinky over there, it can summon the
Sorry about
power
that.
of the Eternal Time Labyrinth. Which is just really fun to say.
Well, even more fun, it traps targets in the crack of time, a bubble of reality outside all timelines with windows into others. And the Key
Damn.
Sword was powerful enough to finish off Mechikabura in a single strike.
Obviously, this puts Xenotrunks in the upper echelons of Dragon Ball power levels, even eclipsing the main timeline's Goku, who could
Yes, definitely. I gotta say, so far it seems like he's eclipsing and going overboard on his accomplishments. So his feats are Spartan with Beerus and Whis, which is actually because Beerus is the god of destruction, Whis is the angel of this universe. Surpassed mainline Goku and speed and power. Okay. I'll take it for now. Argumentative in my opinion, but okay. Trained the Dragon Ball warriors known and beat. Traveled the timelines across Dragon Ball Z, Super, and GT. Comparable to the future warrior who damaged the crack of time. Defeated Frieza, Cooler, Android 17 and 18, Demon God Demigra and Mira. One-shot Mechikabura, sorry, who consumed all of time and space via a black hole. Nice.
could destroy the universe up to 13 times over when he first channeled Super Saiyan God.
The same Goku who could push through Hit's time skips and could fly from Grand Kai's planet to Hell in less than a minute. Maybe now you can throw that Kamehameha for real. Oh, come on, you know you want to.
So the bad guys better watch out, cause Trunks and his time cops will always be there to stop them and protect time itself.
It's the year 3437 PXE. The world of Mobius has entered an era of
It's a cool
darkness.
name, Mobius.
This savage future has been ravaged by unending fires, giant monsters, ecological disasters, and general dystopia of all kinds. But standing against this harsh and bleak reality is a lone hero. A young hedgehog with silver quills named, Silver.
So, yeah, comic book Silver doesn't sound too different from the one in the video games, right? Don't count on it! This is the same comic where all the tales in the multiverse fuse together into this monstrosity. So strap in for a wild ride!
With no family to speak of, Silver was taken in by the last elders of his damaged world, including the immortal Wizard of Chaos, Mammoth Mogul.
Silver's goal was to become a Knight of Cronus, a time...
So, background, full name, Silver the Hedgehog, height, 3'3", 77 pounds, age 14. Okay, he's a kid. Okay. Way of making me feel bad, huh? I mean, granted, still a hedgehog, so not to be underestimated regardless of how young he is. Born 200 years in the future. A member of the Secret Freedom Fighters, codename Agent Ace. Pretty cool.
traveling warrior who could save the future by changing the past.
Silver's base abilities include super strength and super speed, though not quite at the same level as those of Knuckles or Sonic, respectively.
Well, that's okay, because he's got his own special weapon, Mind Bullets.
And more. a lot more. Silver possesses the rare power of psychokinesis, allowing him to move himself or other objects around with just his thoughts. He can move anything from rocks
Isn't that
to skyscrapers
telekinesis?
to entire mountains.
But that's not all he's got up his sleeves. Gloves. He always keeps a warp ring on hand. A size-shifting power ring that can teleport him anywhere he likes, even other dimensions.
And he can access the insight, resistances to corruption, and power boosts many other Mobians can attain with usual power rings.
With all this, he was a shoo-in for school with the Woolly Mammoth Mage. Thanks to Mogul, Silver got to learn about 2 other magic abilities he'd soon master. First up, Chaos Control! The magic Mogul pioneered himself centuries ago. This is the stuff Sonic and friends used to shoot pew-pews and turn into super not Saiyans.
Then, Mogul discovered another magic,
For real.
Cronus Control. With this, Silver can move through time with very little effort.
Super not
made even
Saiyans.
easier thanks to his Time Stone, a gem that governs time itself.
There are infinite universes with infinite timelines and infinite characters,
Oh, as if Sonic needed more of those.
including the likes of Mega Man, Sabrina the Teenage Witch, and Spawn.
Wait, what?
Oh!
The Time Stone, Warp Rings,
yeah.
and Cronus Control, no timeline or dimension is out of Silver's reach.
He's fought all sorts of epic baddies across time and space, like Darth, Knuckles,
Enerjack.
Gesundheit, who stole the souls of every Mobian in the world. This
Oh,
guy
damn.
threw a whole continent at our weed-haired hedgehog. Despite fighting a literal dark god with far more power, Silver won the day by...
I must say, I have really not kept up with all these things, and I'm just beyond amazed of how much story there is. I'm a Dragon Ball Z fan, and even I haven't kept up with all these things. You know, it's a big surprise to me. You know, everything going on. You know, with Dragon Ball Z Daima, Heroes, etc. Trunks with all these new abilities and powers and feats that I've never knew about. And same thing with with Sonic the Hedgehog, and not to mention Mario, because I did the Eggman versus Bowser, and I learned so much. You know how powerful these characters really are. And I never knew about Archie, and there's so much to the Sonic Hedgehog universe that is, I must say, quite impressive, and definitely makes me very curious to just know more about it. But anyways, let's get to it. Let's get back to the video.
turning evil Nux's own attacks right back at him.
Not too surprising. Silver's psychic powers on their own are strong enough to teleport instantly, disrupt,
Okay, so powers. Psychokinesis disrupts technology, energy shields, interrupts space and time energies, limited ESP, telekinesis. Okay. Okay, so psychokinesis is the combination of different abilities, including telekinesis, for what I'm understanding. Super warp ring, time stone, Chronos control, detects temporal anomalies, super form, VS7 chaos emeralds, chaos magic, chaos control, shield of light. Cool.
any technology, close tears in reality, and stop time from being pulled out of him.
Also, according to the Archie Sonic Comic Encyclopedia, Silver still experienced some version of the events of the Sonic 06 video game. You know, everyone's favorite.
Including the battle against Solaris, who could eat time, where Silver achieved the invulnerable form of Super Silver.
He gets a major boost to match the speed and power of Super Sonic. As Sonic Man, without this supersonic energy, Sonic was already fast enough to outspeed stopped time. Let me say that again. Time was frozen, and Sonic could still move. What the hell?
Naturally, Super Sonic and Super Silver should both be faster than this. But as calculating speed requires a factor of time, and
You
this
know
feat
what?
removes time from the equation, and
I'm sorry, just real quick, a little off, well, not entirely off topic, but the whole being able to surpass light and all these feats, you know, there's a meme that I enjoy a lot, and it's like a little kid, right? It's like a little Caucasian kid, and he's wearing a Sonic the Hedgehog little like a overall, whatever you call it, right? You know, all you can really see is his face. And he's kind of like just standing there, you know, like a little blank expression. And the caption on top of him says, the thing about being faster than, like, basically, I think the caption said, when your sarcasm is so advanced that you sound stupid or something like that, right? And basically, you see the kid, right, with his little Sonic the Hedgehog suit, and the caption say, the thing about being faster than light is that you can only live in darkness. And And it's just so hilarious, especially with the kid's face, all serious, like I don't know, it's just a really good meme. I would look for it. It's very funny. As a matter of fact, I might look for it and just just include it.
Been a few occasions where the Archie Sonic multiverse has been completely demolished and restored, and each one used the same chaos power Super Silver possesses. The most notable, of course, was when Super Sonic teamed up with Super Mega Man to counter the Super Genesis wave,
which completely rewrote all of time and space.
Luckily, despite being right at ground zero, the Super Forms were immune to the Super Genesis wave's reality warping power, giving Sonic and Mega Man the time they needed to save the entire multiverse.
Oh no, what about...
Yes. Even Spawn.
Oh, thanks, Satan. Even the darkest timeline will have a silver lining.
Okay, so like I said, so far, like I said, these Sonic characters are not to be underestimated, for what I've seen. However, I'm still going with Trunks. I think Trunks is gonna win.
All right, the combatants are set. We've run the data through all possibilities.
It's time for a death battle through time. Driven from the
Stop! You're under arrest for unsanctioned time travel. Seriously? This is what I do.
Kind of funny. Right into it, huh? Oh damn, pretty fast, huh? Okay.
It's no use! Rip off.
For real.
Ah, crap baskets. Come on, give me a good pull. Good enough.
Nice. Yo. Sorry to interrupt real quick, but I have to say that's quite impressive. He's been slapping, he's just been slapping and redirecting energy beams by Trunks. Like that's amazing within itself, because most of these damn, energy blasts from any DBZ warrior, they're usually planet-killing blasts. Just saying, so wow. Okay. Still Team Trunks though. Damn.
Now to shut you down for good! Chrono Tensor! Eternal Time Labyrinth!
I don't think we're in Mobius anymore.
This is it, Time Hog! The end of your future!
I told you, it's no use. back.
Oh, come on! Trunks is way past cooler than furry Kyle Reese.
It is hard
Shit.
to imagine Trunks losing to anyone.
Yes.
However, Silver ironically had just about everything he needed to put the Half Saiyan 6 feet under.
First off, time travel wasn't much of a factor, since they were both pretty well versed in it. Either way, Silver's psychokinesis could disrupt tech like the hero switch and the time travel armband, leaving Trunks without his gadgets and primary method of hopping through time.
Let's be frank, in base form, Silver never stood a chance at matching Trunks with his own power. Even in his super form, it's questionable whether or not Super Silver had the physical ability to match Super Saiyan Trunks. In short, it's practically impossible to lock down exact numbers and limits for their power levels.
So Trunks could have probably taken a win if he found an opening, but Silver's psychic powers have worked around similar disadvantages before. Enerjack was way stronger than him, could match the power of Supersonic, and conquered all of Mobius. But Silver could consistently Uno reverse card his attacks back at him, and he wasn't even super at that time.
Trunks was obviously much faster than Goku's trip to hell. He could easily be sextillions or septillions of times faster than light, maybe even more. However, by the very nature of Dragon Ball powers, his speed must have a limit, even if it is impossible to know an exact number given what we've seen.
But Archie's super forms have consistently shown incalculable speeds. Sure, Goku broke through Hit's time skip, but that actually has nothing to do with speed.
As explained by Whis, the effectiveness of time manipulation in the world of Dragon Ball depends on the difference in power level between the caster and their target. Such as when Kranoa attempted a time stop on Mira and failed, due to Mira's energy being stronger. Xeno vs. Goku has also mentioned how increasing his energy affects space and time.
That would make complete sense because in the Dragon Ball Super hit, he did that weird time thing on Jiren, but Jiren was so damn powerful that it didn't matter. So it kind of makes the whole thing pointless, right? Like you either have a special ability or you don't, but whatever. I'm a little steamed. I was hoping for Trunks to win, but whatever.
Around him.
In any other matchup, this would be totally buck wild itself. But no, Archie super forms just have to break time itself.
It's also difficult to put an exact number on Trunks' maximum level of power. The strongest beings in his continuity can affect his entire multiverse, which has infinite timelines plus the crack of time outside. In contrast, chaos magic wielded by a super form like Supersonic can rewrite the infinite timelines in Archie Sonic's multiverse, plus the extra-dimensional realms outside, like the Chaos Force, Pocket Zones, Mega Man's own infinite universe, and yes, possibly even a multiverse with Spawn. The scope of Dragon Ball's cosmic scale simply does not compare.
Plus, unlike Sonic, Silver spent many years being trained how to use chaos magic by the guy who invented it. Hell, if Mega Man could rewrite reality just minutes after learning he could even use the Chaos Emeralds at all, imagine what craziness Silver could pull off.
Trunks' best chance was the Key Sword's ability to nullify powers, like it did to Mechikabura. However, the Super Genesis Wave explicitly could not rewrite the presence of Supersonic or Super Mega Man, despite being able to rewrite even the extra-dimensional Chaos Force from whence it came. It's likely Silver's super form could resist the Key Sword, at least for a time. Ultimately, while there are many versions of this battle where Trunks can win, Silver's superior abilities close out a victory more often than not.
To make things brief, Silver was just hogging the spotlight.
The winner is Silver the Hedgehog. Hey, if you want more Death Battle ASAP, why not grab a membership? You'll get exclusive emotes, badges, live...
It's bullshit and you know it. No, I'm just kidding. Oh, man. Damn it. I am not happy. I wanted my boy Trunks to win. But whatever. It is what it is.
Chat, live streams, and a bunch of behind-the-scenes stuff. Just click that join button. Thanks for watching.
I feel kind of pissed off. I feel kind of like, what's his name? Russell Crowe in Unhinged. Like, I don't think you really know what a bad day is. But you're gonna find out. I caught it. That was so bad. Ooh. Black Adam versus Apocalypse. Goku Black, Reverse Flash. A lot of battles that I have not seen. I have no idea who wins in these battles. So yeah. Okay, so that was Death Battle, Trunks versus Silver. That was quite interesting. That was very, very interesting. Again, I want to thank Mr. Brandon Overstreet for recommending me that Death Battle. Though the battle was not what I hoped in the conclusion, it was still quite enjoyable and very educational. I was really hoping for my boy to win, but it is what it is. That's how life is. Sometimes you lose, sometimes you win some, sometimes you lose some. But yeah, I've noticed that I've been picking characters because I think they're going to win, but I have not picked the characters that I wanted to win. Even when I did the Doomslayer versus Master Chief, I wanted Master Chief to win. I just went with Doomslayer because holy crap, the things that he did, they just don't compare. So yeah, but good battle. It was pretty interesting. Again, let me know what you think. If you like myself, don't like the conclusion of this battle and have an opinion as to how it should have ended or why Trunks should have won, please let me know in the comment section. Let me know what you think. And if you have suggestions for any other death battles, please let me know. Like I said, I haven't seen any of them. I can't even recall the last death battle that I saw. I'm trying to remember the last death battle that I saw besides the ones that I've reacted to in my channel. And for the life of me, I cannot recall. So there's a lot of death battles that I have missed. So please, if you have a suggestion, something you want me to react to, let me know and I'll gladly do it. But anyways, so without that being said, if you like my reaction and you have it in you, please give me a like and subscribe, comment, comment, share, all that good stuff. Help out your bro. And thank you so much for joining me. This is your boy Brown Baldy, and you have a good rest of your night. And take care.